Pruitt, Community Relations Director for Grand River Health. We've been a member of Western Healthcare Alliance for over a decade. In this day and age, with so many hospitals combining in large health systems, it's so important for individual hospitals, such as the members of WHA, to really collaborate together to provide health for their communities. That's really our number one mission with independently owned hospitals, is really we are part of the communities we serve, we are ingrained in the communities we serve, we live in the communities we serve, and that's really our job, is to be in tune with what our individual communities need.
So I think that what is most valuable for hospitals about WHA is the opportunity for us to collaborate here on the Western Slope. We don't necessarily have most of the hospitals here on the Western Slope are smaller hospitals. We don't necessarily, I think the Front Range is often the Front Range often predominates in terms of policy in Colorado, and so I think it's been really important for us to collaborate together, to have a voice in Colorado, and to I think it's been very helpful for us to work together to come up with solutions that work for us as part of Western Colorado.
For me personally, when I came into healthcare from being in aerospace for 8 years, I had no idea what I was getting into. It's a very, very dynamic and complex supply chain management process, and being part of WHA has given me peers that I can ask honest questions to. It's given me a framework for my job that I don't believe that I would have been able to create on my own, or that I would have been able to go out and find on my own. So having somebody to reach out to help me has been huge in my role. It's made me a much better supply chain manager and a leader overall in my hospital.
My name is Tracy Robb, Laboratory Manager, Delta County Memorial Hospital. I became lab manager back in 2003, and that's about when a lot of us managers got together to look at trying to get everybody using the same reference lab, see if we could get better pricing. We put RFPs out to Quest, LabCorp, Mayo Clinic, TriCor, ARUP, different labs. Got all that back. Looked at that, decided, we don't want the Quest and the LabCorp. They're in it for a profit for their stockholders. We wanted to stick with somebody like Mayo or ARUP or TriCor that are more associated with universities and putting money back into helping people, not just stockholders. We ended up going with Mayo Clinic. I think now there's like 11 of us that are now using Mayo on the Western Slope. It's worked out very well. So that's kind of how it all got started back in 03, 04 timeframe. Everybody getting together on a quarterly basis, all the lab managers together, all the HR managers, all the purchasing managers, things like that, I think is a really, really great thing. It's great to be able to pick the brains of other lab managers and just, instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, you talk to them, find out, hey, what are you guys doing, what's working, what doesn't work. We also find out that, hey, we have a lot in common, we need to work on courier services, things like that. So really, WHA has really helped a lot in the years we've been a part of it.
What I've personally gained from being a member of WHA are relationships and networking that is invaluable. Prior to being a member of WHA, I was actually a member of the local Human Resources Association, but human resources in healthcare is so much different, and WHA brings that group of people together. So I would say for me personally, that's probably what's most important to me about being a member of WHA.
What have I gained personally from being a member of WHA? Hands down, relationships. I love the relationships that I've been able to build through being a part of peer networks, through attending the different conferences, and through the day-to-day conversations I have with the other members. That is really where the value for me personally has been.
So my membership in WHA has been a great way for me to get to know the other finance professionals here on the Western Slope, and as far away as I think Ray, Colorado, Estes Park, and Salida. It's been really helpful to be able to put a name with a face if I have a question or need to call somebody. And so getting to know them and collaborating on solutions to problems is extremely valuable to me. And I appreciate that opportunity.
What I think is most valuable for hospitals who are members of WHA is the ability to share ideas and problem solve. We all face similar issues no matter where we work, and the ability to reach out to another WHA member is so valuable because usually they're either going through the same issue that you're facing or they're also searching for answers. And I think 2, 3, 4 heads are always better than one.
Hi, I'm Pete Stevenoller, Director of Materials Management with Aspen Valley Hospital. I've been with WHA for the last 10 plus years. I find that one of the greatest things about being a member of WHA is that we get to collaborate with all of our teammates from different hospitals and learn from all the things that they're doing to make our facility better.
So I am not sure how long St. Mary's has been a WHA member. It may be since WHA was formed, which I think was in 1989. I think St. Mary's has been a part of WHA since the very beginning.
So what do I think is most valuable about being a member of WHA? I would have to say that it's the relationships and the networking, which is also what was personally valuable to me. And the reason is the people that you meet at WHA are working on the same issues that you are. They're working on the same regulations. They're having to keep updated on the same laws that are changing. And in the human resources field, again, it's invaluable to have a group of people that you can call and connect with to see who's doing what, and so that we can all be working on the same page, because that collaboration that you do with the members of WHA is not something you can get from just a regular human resources association. It's only something you can get through an association with other people working in the same industry as you.